I'm RT and welcome back to RTsWorld. So today I present you Lucky Race. And the Lucky Race is a casino-based arcade game where you and your friends can basically compete in a race-like game for diamonds and other nice prizes. So again, this video is suggested by you. So thanks first of all to all the comments, to all the suggestors out there. I really appreciate your support. And I'm really glad that so many comments are available to just read through them. You can pick up some ideas, you build them, and basically you can create concepts and machines that nobody ever created by just building your ideas. And they're sometimes crazy, they're sometimes nice, they're sometimes challenging, as this one was. And yeah, so keep commenting. I really appreciate your support. And this comment was from Twitch Exitus30, and he wrote, "Awesome build, just like always. I have one idea that might be a little bit difficult. What about a machine where two players are playing against each other by increasing lamps with the button, but always with the same, maybe 20% risk of falling and losing the round? The players will not see each other's score until the end, when both players selected stay, and then the player with the higher number wins." And there's also an optional countdown, basically, that I can add to this build. And as you can see here behind me, and as you already saw in the preview, I did not go for the players only see their own score version, since I'm thinking like a casino owner. And as a casino owner, you will make a lot more money by just letting the players see their score. So they get a little bit competitive. And I want to show you how this works. So that's why I built here these two boxes, and I also made some room to go through the wall, so it's a little bit easier to show it to you. But basically, the red player and the blue players both have to submit one diamond. That goes to the casino owner automatically. All the other diamonds will not go to the casino owner, so I will, just for simplicity, take 40 diamonds. So 2 of the 42 will go to the casino owner, as you can see here. If both players submit, the doors will close. This door is also closed, so nobody can enter the room. So only spectators are allowed to stay here. And then a timer starts to fill and empty again. And if it fills and empties, so fills, it's halfway through the time. It's like 2 minutes or so the game. And if it empties again, you're basically done. So now as a red player, you can insert a diamond. And with a certain amount of certain odds, you will increase your signal strength by 1, as you can see here. So now we're at 3, and now the other player, the blue one, might see, hey, I have 0, let's put in some diamonds. So 1, 2, you have also acoustic feedback. Oh, that was not good. As you heard, I decreased my signal strength to 0, and the timer is already halfway through, so the blue player will get very stressed now. So 1, we lost again. That's not good. So as a blue player, we should get a little bit nervous now. The red player can just stay at 3, it's completely fine. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we made it all the way to 4. Now the red player might be, shit, I should now do something. Place in 1, yeah, and the red player now completely messed up, so he lost all his points already. So he has to wait a little bit till it resets, and he also lost again. So very unlucky. The timer is already nearly gone. So last chance for red player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the red player is at 5. And now I want to leave it at that score, just for you to see what happens now. Now I inserted in total, as you saw here, 18 diamonds. So 18 diamonds are at stake, whereas the blue player submitted a lot of them. So now the red player won. The machine will just stay in this state, so that's the end result. And now we can get all the diamonds, and it should be 18. No, it wasn't 18. Where's the last one? Okay, for some reason the last diamond was lying around here on the floor beneath this dropper elevator. I really made sure now that all the diamonds make it to the surface, so we should not run into that problem anytime soon. And yeah, that's basically how the machine works. We also have this kind of nice mechanism. If you want to start it, you can put here any item and close the door already until the other person is also in there, so you don't waste your diamonds if some people are trying to troll you. So you can just pick the item back up if the other player doesn't want to engage in a game. So yeah, that's what this pressure plate is for. And as soon as you put in a diamond in here, we completely lock it and you can't pick it up again. So I will show it to you. That's now completely locked, so you don't need the pressure plate anymore. And maybe one very important thing to mention is that machine is 100% fair. You don't have any advantage on either red or blue side. The redstone delays are precisely timed to fit exactly the same amount of ticks into each side. So just an example, the comparator circuits here that just transfer the signal up to the lamps are exactly 8 comparators for each the red and the blue circuit. That makes it that the delay between the visualization on the front and the input here on the back is exactly the same. Same goes for all the other circuits. The timings are really precise. The exact amount of repeaters is present in all the circuits, so there is no redstone advantage whatsoever on which side you want to play. Okay, so how does this machine work? In the first video I will show you each of the circuits. As you can see here, it's quite big machine, but it's very nice to build. It's completely survival and multiplayer friendly. So it's should be very straightforward to build. It's basically 2 circuits that are just mirrored in the middle, and then just some, I call them supporting circuits that are not that many, not that less complicated, but yeah, you get the idea. It's very buildable in survival Minecraft. And also, what is a very nice feature for you as a casino owner, if both of the players for some point, let's do that, if both of the players, for example, get to score 7 or so, 15 is already the maximum score since that's the maximum signal strength in Minecraft. So if both players get to signal strength 7 or whatever the value is that are equal scores, the house will keep all the diamonds. So if you are on equal score, you win nothing as a player. Everything goes to the casino owner, and that's what makes it very interesting for basically servers where multiplayer is enabled, so you can make a lot of profits with this machine if you build it. That's very nice. And now let's show you how this machine works. So first of all, both have to submit here a diamond that goes straight to the casino owner. We have here just some item filters, and if we do so, let's go to the back and explain it. And by the way, I forgot to mention that in the second part of the video, we will build it, of course, together block by block. So that's first now the explanatory part. If we do so, we just trigger this T flip-flop here, place the wooden X to the left, power the comparator, and close this red concrete block hole off. And what we also do is we close an AND gate. And as we can see here, the first AND gate is already closed since we inserted a diamond. The piston is here extended on this side. The concrete is flush with the wall. So the first AND gate is powered off. And if we power also the second AND gate off, which is the red side, we will power this torch. And this torch will then power the timer. And the timer is 144 items. That's around 2 minutes. Exactly, it's 1 minute 55 seconds. And all the items will start to flow. And I will show you how that works. So that's the profits for the casino owner, as you can see here. So we just insert 1 diamond. And now the items start to flow, as you can see here. And as they flow, they increase the signal strength here. As we can see here, it's just 1 signal strength. Now it's 2 signal strength. As soon as it updates, we also get this kind of heartbeat sound. Let's wait for it once more. Yeah, there it was. That's kind of heartbeat simulation there. Now we fill the timer and empty it. And as we do that, the machine automatically stops. So each game will be 2 minutes. That's set. This amount is set. And what we can do now is by increasing the signal strength, I will just do it like 1, 2 times on red and like 3 times on blue or so. 1, 2, 3. And now I will just shortly disable the timer so I can explain it in more detail to you. So that's what we're gonna do is, yeah, we just wanna get this repeater here out of the way so the machine will not reset itself, and it's running basically now forever, so I can explain it in detail. So as soon as we enter our diamonds in here, we can see here's another item filter. We transfer with this dropper hopper combination with a percentage of 12.5% the wooden X into this hopper. And the wooden X is the bad item here. You want all the other stackable ones, not the non-stackable one, the wooden X. So as soon as we insert a stackable one, it's completely fine. We progress one lamp further since we power only one signal strength. We power only this repeater going that way, so the lime one. And we just increase here the signal strength at the signal strength adder, which is the circuit in dark green. We just increase the signal strength here. And now it is set to 2. So as soon, I will just remove the bad item. As soon as we insert here, oh my god. And by inserting one diamond now into this hopper, we increase the signal strength since there are only like good items in there that increase the signal strength. And now I did like twice or 3 times. Yeah, as you can see here, we are now at signal strength 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as I do it once more, just get rid of the bad item once more. So we should now be at 6. Let's see. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, that's how we progress further. With a percent of 12.5% now, we get signal strength 2 at this comparator, and therefore powering both of the repeaters here. And by powering both of them, of course, we get basically one more signal strength, but it doesn't really matter since we also power the magenta circuit, and the magenta circuit, if we follow it, just resets the whole contraption. So I will now wait until we get the bad item, or I can just remove all the other ones real quick. So let's do that. Let's do this. And as we can see here, now this magenta circuit is on and we delete all the lamps we previously had. So that's how the machine is reset. And now that the player does not lose automatically, we just give them the chance basically to start over again and just to get more diamonds into the game and be really like stressed out. So what happens next? Next up we have here on the heart of this machine in gray the signal strength comparer, and this basically compares vice versa all the signals. And as we can see here, we have now the red torch lit. And why do we have the red torch lit? Because if it is on, red loses. So if this torch is off, red wins. If the blue torch is off, blue wins. So now blue is winning. And as we can see here, yeah, blue is winning. And now let's get red to signal strength 4. So now red is at signal strength 4, so 1 more than blue. And as we go down here to our signal strength comparator, now the red one is off. And why does an off redstone torch mean you get the diamonds? That's because all the diamonds will get, via this hopper line from left and right, will get into this barrel here. They will all get collected here. So 19 in total for now. And as they then travel through this hopper line here, if the scores are equal, I will go over that case in a second, but basically they will not go into the hopper where the torch is on, since redstone blocks hoppers. So now all the items will go into the red box up here, all the items will go here. And if we insert one more in blue, for example, let's hope that it wins. Yeah, now it's 4 versus 4 lamps, so now the scores are equal. And both of the redstone torches are on, so we also increased, of course, the count in here by 1. And all the items would land in the casino owner's chests, which is your goal if you build this machine, of course. But yeah, the players will, of course, try to prevent that from happening. So the blue one will now like put in 1 more diamond, for example. Yeah, it also turned out that it has now 5. He has now 5 lamps on. And now again, all the items will go into the blue box. And we have also 1 item in there. We increased also the item count by 1 in the barrel, of course. All in all, we have 2 of those units that just increase or decrease the signal strength. And we have a comparison mechanism in the middle that just decides who gets the diamonds and who does not get the diamonds. So how does this machine now reset? I already told you that I removed that repeater here in the beginning, so the timer will not reset the machine. Usually this torch will now be on if the timer is finished, and it will trigger the purple circuit. And the purple circuit just resets all this white circuit here, so all the items will get transferred. I will show you that. It's very fast happening. So all the items will now get transferred. As you can see here, the machine just waits until there's nothing left and just gets all the items to the blue box for this part. So I think there were 21 in there, so we should have now 38. Yes, that's perfect. And let's go to the back. What else did happen? In addition, we also triggered, of course, this one here that resets just the starting dropper T flip-flops. And of course, we also reset both signal strength counters. And yeah, basically that's it for the explanatory part. So I will just go here behind for a second and tell you that it should work in all versions of Minecraft, doesn't matter which one, but in Bedrock you could run into issues with those pulse shorteners since they work a little bit different there. You have to figure it out, but with minor modifications you should also get it to work in Bedrock. Yeah, I forgot to mention we have here just some basic dropper elevators, yeah, but it's nothing special there. So with that said, now I think it's time to build this machine block by block together so you can have it in your world. And I want to say it now in advance instead of at the end of the video. If you want to build this and you encounter any issues, there's two ways. You can either pause the video and like go over a section again, stuff like this, or you can use the World download link in the video description so you can download it for yourself, play around with it, and look if you can find the mistake you made. So welcome to the block by block tutorial, and don't be scared away by this huge pre-built part, but it would take way too long if I have to build here each block from scratch. So at first I want to start with a 9 by 29 platform. That's just the footprint of this machine. And then if we have like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, the 10th block would be this wall here. And this wall is just for reference. It is 8 blocks tall and 17 blocks wide until we get to those pillars. So make sure to pause the video at any point and build it as it is here. It's just some redstone lamps, some concrete in different colors. And here we have the boxes. The boxes are just as high as the wall there. So it's 8 blocks. We have some glass in there. We have basically here a ceiling with some sea lanterns. We have here an iron door. We have a golden pressure plate here that closes the iron door after there's some redstone going on. We have here in the middle just a concrete blue. Here concrete blue, there diamond, some upside down stairs, birch trapdoors, and some signs, as you can see here. And next up, I want to show you the red box, which is exactly the same, except it is mirrored. So make sure to mirror it. Looks like this. And beneath the iron door, we just have a redstone torch. So if we would remove it, you can hear the door. If we place it, you hear it again. And where the pressure plate is, we just have some redstone dust. So if we place there some items, we close the door. We have the same, of course, on the other side as well. So let's go to the back. Where we have the lamps here on the front, we have a blue wool row and a red wool row representing the red and blue team. And we have some redstone on top. It's 15 blocks long exactly. Here on top we have a centered 7 lamp block with some cyan wool, an observer, some stones, some note blocks set to a certain amount. So it sounds like a heartbeat if we trigger that. So then we start with the mirroring. So the mirroring will start here. Just forget this part for now, since it's just exactly the same, just mirrored. We have here some sticky pistons sticking to that blocks, and we have the item filters in there that looks like this, just some secret names items. Then beneath in the hopper are some diamonds, and make sure to point both of those hoppers sideways. They don't have to be in each other, they have to point sideways. And then we can already place in here a barrel with a hopper that leads into the barrel, and here on this side we just have a chest that is one hopper that leads into the chest where all the profits will be stored. Here we have a simple shape that allows us to read the item filter. So if we place in here one more diamond, we should have it here in our barrel. Nice. Same goes for the other version, but here we'll land in the chest. Then beneath this block here, we have this kind of zigzag shape, 2 blocks, then another 3 and another 2. And here in the middle, it's from this block, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. We have this 5 by 6 hole in the ground. We need that later. So that's everything done for the first part, and now, yeah, just mirror it over to this part, and then we can already start. So first of all, we want to start with 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So we have a dropper, another dropper pointing into that one wool. We place here a wooden axe into the left one. We're gonna place here redstone dust. And of course, I already used the wrong color. We have to get purple here to make it a little bit easier to distinguish. So then we're gonna place in here redstone torch, another redstone torch, and we're just gonna connect it like so. And then we count 1, 2, 3, and here we're gonna set a repeater that looks like this. So next up, I want to go over to the green circuit. So we're gonna have here a dropper with with a hopper and a composter on top. Composter is just there to prevent it from items getting into the hopper. And then we just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stackable items and 1 non-stackable one. One slot will be empty. That's 12.5% chance. So then we're gonna need a comparator. Then we need some redstone down there, a torch up here, and some redstone dust like this. So then another redstone dust, repeater set to 2 ticks. And here we're gonna have another repeater set to 2 ticks. Here we're gonna have a repeater set to 1 tick. And below this one, we will also have redstone dust that looks like this. And we're gonna have a redstone repeater down there, just connecting it to this. And then we're just gonna go right here, and here we're gonna set a repeater. So we can power the door in the front. Okay, how does it progress further? We need now a 4-tick repeater set here. Then here's some redstone dust, here a redstone torch, another block, a redstone torch, another block, and here we're gonna incorporate a block, 2 pieces of comparator, redstone dust, redstone dust, and here we're just gonna place repeater and some more redstone like so. Next up, we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, place some redstone dust there. Then we're gonna go 1, 2, repeater, redstone dust, redstone piston, sticky piston, another repeater, and beneath here we're gonna set a redstone dust. Then we're gonna block 1 block down, like so. Place this U shape, and here this kind of L shape. So redstone comparator, torch, redstone, comparator. That's the first row. Then we're gonna grab some more wool and place in some blocks like this. We have here a comparator, redstone dust, block, comparator set to subtraction mode, and redstone dust like so. And then we are looking at it from behind. Here we're gonna set a comparator, a chest with any item in there. I just put a chest in there, a redstone dust, and here will be our reset torch, which is that one. Then we're gonna build here another pulse extender like so. Then we're gonna place in a repeater set of 4 ticks here, block down, go into the floor, place some redstone dust. And now it's time to connect the pieces, like so, and place in here repeater set to 2 ticks. Next we're gonna fly right next to this dot here and connect it, prevent it also from connecting here. Then we're gonna place in here a repeater, piece of redstone like so. And then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th block will be another normal block. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 repeaters here, and then we're just gonna connect it, this redstone line, until we're at this point where the comparator is. Last but not least, we're gonna add in a yellow line. We just started a green wool here and go all the way to here with this diamond block and place some redstone on top. Next, we're gonna fly down here to our square that we excavated, and we're just gonna go right here to this block and place here a barrel. And this barrel now will lead to this dropper tower here that should end up in the block there. So for the red side, of course, it's the red block. For the blue side, it's this block. And here we're just gonna place in 1, 2, 3 pieces of yellow wool. Then we're gonna place in 1, 2, 3 observers, and then again 1, 2, 3 observers, like so. Then we're gonna place in here a comparator. We're gonna remove here a bunch of blocks, like so. And then we're just gonna connect it all up. So as soon as we place anything here in this dropper, we can get the items at the surface. Perfect. Now I want to wire this barrel up. So we're just gonna go, oh, that was, so 3 hoppers, and then just go like this. And we want to end up right here in this barrel. We already placed it at this side as well. So make sure to connect this hopper line to the other barrel as well. And now it's time to mirror everything over. So make also sure to mirror the parts beneath, the blue circuit, the yellow circuit, but also everything that is here. Now it's mirroring time. So now everything is mirrored over. As you can see, we have a perfectly spaced 3 blocks between those green modules. And yeah, also here beneath, everything is done. That's how it should look like. And now I want to add in the orange circuit, and we're gonna add it by just placing here some redstone torches on top and just connecting the 2 like so. And then from this side starting, we're gonna place in another redstone dust. That's where we now end up in this redstone torch here. And from here, just connect everything. Also make sure to put a repeater there somewhere that it's enough signal strength. So then we're just gonna go 1, 2, and then a piston. Then we're gonna what's that? Then we're gonna place a repeater set of 2 ticks, and here we're just gonna place in a comparator, 2 hoppers facing into each other with exactly, I think it was 144 items in there. So it's here a torch, redstone dust, and here it's gonna be 1, 2, and 16. Next we're gonna place in here a comparator. This comparator leads into another redstone dust with a comparator, into another redstone dust with a comparator with a torch beside, into another redstone dust with a comparator, and now we're gonna have here a comparator, there a comparator, and some redstone dust in between. So it's just powering this block here. So starting over at this side, we're now gonna place in some purple wool. So just make sure to have here a repeater, sticky piston. Here we're gonna have 4 ticks, here we're gonna have 2 ticks. And here we just built ourselves not a dispenser, we should get a dropper really. Dropper, and another dropper facing into that one. And here we're just gonna place in a wooden axe for now. Here we're also gonna place in some white wool with the redstone and a repeater set to 3 ticks. On the other side, we're just gonna read the output right here, and we're gonna basically pillar up with a redstone torch and stay here with the redstone dust for now. Next up, I want to add in a yellow line, and the yellow line, as you can see here, will get over like this, and it starts right here at this redstone torch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Just throw a repeater in there, and now I think you're good. Same goes for the other side. We're just gonna block up like so, go over, and just throw in one repeater, so it's same delay for all the players. Next, I'm gonna fly down, and to connect those pieces, we're also gonna place in here a redstone torch. Here another one. And here another one. And then we're just gonna connect it over with another redstone torch like so. And we are done with the purple circuit. Next up, we're gonna go with a comparator right here and a comparator right here. So those two are our endpoints, and our starting points are represented right here. So we have blue at this side with the redstone dust beneath, red on this side with the redstone dust beneath, and now we're just gonna connect here with a comparator, then go up, then go sideways with another comparator, go up, go into a block, go into another comparator, go into another comparator, remove that block, and from here on we just want to play the game where we end up right there. So make sure to do it like this. I'm very sorry for that. So redstone block comparator, 2, 2. So that's another one, and that's the last one, like this. So the signal is now transferred upwards. Same is counts for the red one. But here we're gonna now, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 comparators in total to be fair. So we have the same delay. So it's first comparator, second comparator, third one, fourth and fifth one. So we only gonna need 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're done. So next up we're gonna lower ourselves down here, and we're just gonna punch out those two blocks and place some comparators like this. Then we're gonna remove one more row of iron blocks in my case and place in 2 redstone dust beneath 2 blocks. So now we're gonna have here a comparator, here a comparator. Next up we're gonna start right here with a comparator and a comparator facing into that comparator. Same goes for the lower deck, but just mirrored here the comparator and there the other one. Then 2 blocks like so. And then we are already able to place here a redstone dust, here a redstone dust. Here we of course need to get that one in to connect it. And that's already where our outputs will be. So the left one will be the red one and the right one will be the blue one. Here we're gonna have our 2 torches like so. And then we can already place in the chests where our profits will be stored. And also the hopper line that should connect to that barrel here. Where do I have the composters? Here. So composters all the way. And the blue one is right here. So we're gonna place in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or so. Hopefully it was 10 and I did not miscount, but basically we want to just connect the dropper with this torch here. Composters all the way. And the same goes for the other side. So, and now just some more composters. Nice. Now it's time to add a few note blocks. So the first note block I want to add is down here. That's this sound. Also do it on the other side. Then here we're gonna place a note block with a very nice sound. So iron block beneath it here as well. Next up, we're gonna build here beneath this barrel a torch like so. Then comparator, comparator. Then here 2 pieces of repeaters. Here we're gonna place another comparator, redstone dust. Here redstone dust, here 3 redstone dust. Here we're gonna have purple wool with some redstone dust on top. Some more purple wool with some redstone dust on top, and some more and some more. We have in total now 4 redstone torches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how it should look like. I forgot to place in that redstone. Now everything here is off at the bottom. So next up, we're gonna place in here a redstone torch. Here we're gonna place in a repeater. Here a piston, another block. Repeater set to 1 tick, a note block. Where do we have some note blocks? Here. And from here, just some observers all the way to the top. And here we're gonna end up right here, but we have to prevent it from connecting. So it's just this line. So that's basically it. So one more circuit is now necessary. We're gonna go right here. We're gonna block down and repeater, piston, sticky 1, 2 ticks. Yeah, just make 4. And from here, we're just gonna add some red piston repeaters. And we're gonna set this repeater to 2 ticks. And here will be another repeater set to 2 ticks, and just connect it all the way like this. Before you give it a go, make sure to replace that comparator just very quickly. That will reset everything, and you should be good to go now. So let's go to the front. And let's pretend I'm player red. So I just go there. Oh, that should also be red, of course. Let's pretend I'm player blue. Go there. Perfect. Now also the timer has started, as we can see here. Timer is working. Great. So now let's put into the red basket. So it's 1 lamp there. So now also the torches there should indicate, yeah, the red one wins since it's off. Let's go to the blue one. Insert their diamond. Now we should have both torches off and the house wins. Perfect. Let's have now blue in front. Let's see if everything works out. Yes, blue is now in front. And there's something wrong, as you can see here. That's not how it should look like. We have 2 lamps, but blue is not in front. And I also know what's the problem. I forgot to fix something. Very important fix. Make sure to don't forget this redstone dust here. Otherwise the machine will not work. And as we can see, blue is now winning, so everything is fine. So let's now wait just for the timer. Maybe just put in some more blues, or yeah, just go to the red side. Just put in more diamonds. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Let's go to the blue side again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see when the machine decides to reset itself. We don't have much time left. Yeah, blue will win now, obviously. And how many diamonds are in there? We have 14 in there. So we should have then 14 in our inventory. If the blue side wins, basically the score is still locked in. Now everything starts to reset and we should have 14 diamonds in our inventory. It's 13 again. And a quick fix that is required, make sure to place here at least 3 repeaters set to full delay, and make sure to do that in both directions, like so. And also make sure to set this repeater here to 4 ticks and these 2 repeaters here to 4 ticks. Very important fix. And with the fixes I showed you in the last part of the tutorial, I already got to 14 diamonds, so that's also now gone. That was just adjusting the timings of those repeaters here. Now everything is fine. And yeah, with that said, that's it for this video. Thanks again for suggesting. Thanks for all the Patreons out there supporting me. And also thanks for every single comment on YouTube and every single view and like. So you really rock. Thanks for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.